Hey, how's it going, everybody? Scott Spreitzer here, DocSports.com, and welcome to the update for Thursday's card, January 11th, 2024. Free college basketball play coming up on this report. Today is NFL Super Wildcard Weekend, Thursday at DocSports.com, because today is when I've got all of my football plays for this weekend's playoff action available Thursday afternoon on my homepage at DocSports.com. You can see on the scroll across the bottom of your screen, my last 700 plus NFL releases have hit 59%. We're looking for our third straight winning week as far as profits are concerned. Last week, 7-star on the Steelers when the whole world was on the other side, cashed for us to account for a profitable weekend. The weekend before, a nice 3-0 Sunday sweep. Let's rack it up. Let's do it again. 3 NFL Super Wildcard Weekend plays led by my next 7-star NFL main event. All available Thursday afternoon on my homepage at DocSports.com. I've also got a pair of college basketball sides for Thursday, and one in the NBA and one in the NHL. Again, all available on my homepage at DocSports.com. Again, look at the scroll across your screen there. 25-14, over $3,000 won on our current run in the NHL. As far as the NBA, over $14,000 won on our current run. And in college basketball, 73% with my top plays going back to December 8th. I wanted to mention college basketball real quick. I almost jumped on and did a live video with about 5 minutes to go in the Marquette game last night. I did have him as a 7-star play. We've had a great run, but not last night with that play. And I almost jumped on live because I wanted to just like throw my remote through the window. And you guys know it. I mean, as long as you've known me and watched these videos, watched me on TV, heard me on VSiN, ESPN, what have you, I don't complain about losses. It's tough to take sometimes, but I'd rather try to stay positive. Well, it was almost impossible on a Wednesday night to keep the positive outlook. Myself, a few other bettors here in Las Vegas, we are texting each other back and forth as we watch Marquette build a 30-19 lead at home over Butler and coming off a loss. And with that 30-19 lead, they're 0 for 12 from the three-point line, but they're dominating the paint, 24-14 advantage in the paint. So, of course, what does Shaka Smart allow his team to continue doing? Shoot the three-pointer. They were 1 for 18 in their first 18 three-point attempts, and that lead just dwindled and dwindled and dwindled away. Shaka Smart did nothing to right the ship and tell his team, we are dominant inside of this game. We're tearing up Butler in the paint. So, why don't we pay attention to get the ball inside a little more often and not taking wild and crazy 25-footers. Instead, they finished 5 of 31 from the three-point line. It was ridiculous in that game. Listen, I look to play against Shaka Smart in March Madness in the Big Dance. He had that big run in the Big Dance many years ago with Virginia Commonwealth. He's been dog meat in the Big Dance for the most part ever since. So I look to play against him or to pass his March Madness games. I think last night he thought it was a freaking March Madness game. I mean, it was just horrible coaching. He's got one kid on the team who's taken 23 pointers in his last 2 games, 10 in each. He's 4 for 20. Sit his butt down. Tell him to get the ball inside. You're dominating in the paint. All right. Enough whining and moaning for me. I do it about once a month at the most. All right. Let's get to the free play on Thursday night. It's NC-Wilmington hosting Monmouth. NC-Wilmington currently laying 8 points, couple of 7.5s out there, but 95% of the books as I'm speaking at 3 a.m. Eastern time have UNCW at 8. And I had Monmouth in their last game earlier this week. They got us a real nice win, 19-point win over Northeastern. We got a 29-point effort from Xander Rice. He made 11 of 12 shots, 5 for 5 from the three-point line, 6 of 7 inside the three-point line, 11 and 12 overall. I'd like to say that was part of my prediction. It wasn't. We got a great night out of Rice. He's averaging 19.5 points per game. That's the good part. But I just told you what he did, 11 for 12. He's a 38% field goal shooter. That's it. He had a bust-out game for us. And I'll just say that, that was more of a situational play on Northeastern than it was Monmouth, if you read my write-up. I'm not on Monmouth tonight. In fact, I'm playing against them here on the comp play. They're 304th in 2-point accuracy as a team, and I expect a return to normal tonight. This is a big game for North Carolina-Wilmington, very big game. They're not only home for the first time since December 10th, but this team has been picked by just about everybody to finish in the top 2 in the conference in the CAA before the season began. And they can't afford an 0-3 conference start, which is what happens if they lose this game. I expect Monmouth to cool down a bit tonight after the big win over Northeastern. I expect NC-Wilmington to take advantage of finally being at home and get this win and this cover. This is a great spot for a top 40 strength of schedule by UNCW to come into play. and they're going to finally, I think, be able to see what it meant to play a really good schedule early on in the season. I think it'll help them here. So UNCW minus the points, my comp play for Thursday. And again, Thursday over at DocSports.com, and you can get all 3 wildcard weekend plays led by the 7-unit main event. I'm Scott Spreitzer, DocSports.com. You know what to do, everybody. Let's put them in the win column right back here overnight Thursday night into Friday morning. We'll talk to you then.